you go. So that was a new intro. I worked on that last night for quite some time. I found some better music, free music, and I just wanted to do a little clip. I know it went from 32 to 55 seconds. My first intro was 32, and the one I did last night is 55, the one you just watched. So yeah, we're gonna keep it. I think it's good. I toned it down so it's not so bright, and the song is not so twangy. But my little message is at the start: like and subscribe. I hate saying it; it's stupid, but it helps the channel. It really, really does. And the more help I get with the channel, the further my message can reach. And it's all about, you know what it's about. It's about keeping your mind healthy and working on stuff, working on choppers, working on that. So I'm just, I was gonna show you how to test a coil. I have an old coil over there, but guess what? It's toast. So I don't know if there's any sense in showing you what a crapped out coil looks like. The terminals are not reading anything. The primary, where the spark plugs get their voltage from, is reading perfectly, but across the two terminals it's not reading anything. So I think it's a piece of crap. So I'm gonna try to find a coil. Maybe I'll take a coil off something and give you a little demonstration on how to check a coil. Because when you're trying to start stuff and you're thinking, well, what's going on? Why won't this start? Why won't this start? Like, there's a problem down at my shovel down in the valley at Ralph's at It's My Time, Let's Go. It's got electronic ignition on the shovel, which says it should have a 3 ohm single fire coil. The coil that's on it right now is 5 ohms. 5 ohms is for points and condenser ignition. Mine's electronic ignition, and it only requires 3 ohms. So that might be an issue. So that coil over there is 3 ohms. So I was thinking, yes, I got a 3 ohm coil. But I'm not getting anything across the terminals. But anyway, so I moved on to something else. This Honda, I'd like to get it on the table. My table's right here with all that stuff on it. I'd like to pull the table out and get the bike on the table. It's way, way easier to work on. But it just sort of blocks off access to the other part of the garage. So we got a parade coming up the 26th of November where I might put the chopper in or the street glide. I got some mini bikes. I might put the mini bikes in it. It's our annual parade, and I wanted to say the word because we still got Remembrance Day coming up this Saturday. So do me a favor, will you? Take a moment, go visit a cenotaph, thank a veteran. Anyways, you don't have to thank me. I did my thing. I went away. Yeah, I might have been in a risky situation a couple of times, but I did my career. I did my time. Anyways, that's all I need to say about that. Try to remember on Saturday, especially at 11 o'clock, stop what you're doing and have a moment. Anyways, so you all know that's got drum brakes, homemade drum brakes on the front, which are no good. I don't like them. So I went and got this 21-inch rim. So it's got a disc on it. I got the caliper and I got the master cylinder. So I want to put this a 21-inch. So I want to put this on the front of the Honda. So I got to rip this wheel off, and I want to check all these spokes because to me they sound like they're loose. They are loose, big time. So I was looking at there's a truing stand you can buy on Amazon, $80, and there's lots of demonstration on YouTube on how to get these going. There's probably, what did he say? Harley's got 10 sets of 4. So there's 4 spokes that make up a set. These 4 right here. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. So if it's humped, you work on these. You tighten it up and you pull it this way. But anyways, there's lots of video, and when I get to it, I'm going to, I wanted to true this up. I want to tighten them up. Maybe I'll replace the spokes, but I got to get this tire off. I've already started it. Yeah, I made a bit of a mess of the tire. It's a motocross tire. But yeah, you can see that I've already got it started. I'll turn this down a little tiny bit. So I've already got it started. Yes, I use screwdrivers. Probably the wrong thing to use. If I had the proper tools, I suppose I'd use them. But how many times do I do this? Never. So anyways, so yeah, we got it. So now I got to get a wrench, get that bolt out, get that valve stem out of there. Wonder if I can take it off this way. Probably doing everything wrong. But well, life goes on, eh? All right, there's one. I hate to get one of these screwdrivers in the chops. Wouldn't that be shitty? Look at that. Whew. So all I got to do is unbolt that valve stem. So I got the tire off. All good. And we're gonna work on getting them spokes all tightened up. Anyways, that's it for now. Hey, all right. So here we go. Let me show you the coil thing. There's two tests: primary, secondary circuits, or coils, or whatever you want to say. So let's just put the camera down for a second. You can see the coil sitting there. I hope the camera doesn't fall. It probably will, because it's a shits. I have a shitty setup. All right, so there you go. Turn the power on. All right, so the first thing you do is you set it for the lowest setting on the ohms. So 200. 200. This is going to test the primary. Can you see that? Yeah. This is going to test the primary, which is the input. These little electrical leads right here. One comes from your switch power, right? This is your secondary circuit. It goes to your spark plugs. Okay, primary right here. All right. So this is a 3 ohm coil from what I find out online by looking at the numbers. Is it upside down? Yeah. All right. It's a nice coil. They're about 300 friggin' bucks. So it's a 3 ohm coil. So this should read anything over 3 ohms. If it's under 3 ohms, it's no good. So I got nothing. I got nothing. See the numbers? I got nothing. That doesn't surprise me. You know why? I was given this coil from a friend that said, you know, hey, yeah, here's a coil for you. Use it if you need it. You can, I think they have lifetime warranty. You can send it back, whatever. And I've hung on to it for probably 15 years. And I just decided to test it because I do need a 3 ohm coil. My friggin' shovel in Kentville has got a 5 ohm with electronic ignition, which is no good. So I need a 3 ohm coil for electronic ignition. I'm looking at the camera and it looks like it's going to fall. But anyways, let's check the secondary. So on secondary, the secondary circuit or windings is where it goes to your plugs. That's your output. So you go to 20K because you want anything over 10,000. Anything over 10,000. Go deep, make contact. I'll move this out of the way. Go deep. Oh yeah, 11,000. Just a little over 11,000. So the secondary windings in this coil are okay. The primary, let's try it again. Back down to 200. Primary, nothing. Not a thing. 0. So, there you go. So, all those videos online that are testing coils and they're testing good coils, there you go. There's my test of a bad coil. That's too bad, because that's a nice looking coil. 300 friggin' bucks is a nice price for a coil, you know? Holy crap. Garbage. More garbage. My rim was garbage, now that's garbage. So ain't that awesome? They changed the label. Just like they changed the label on Aunt Jemima syrup, which was in remembrance of a wonderful woman. But our stupid society shut her down. Anyways, I guess I don't need to get into that. All right, so stand by. We'll have some more. That thing's still running good. It started a few minutes ago. Bang on. I got to start wiring it. I got to work on the brakes. All right, thanks for watching. How's it going? Welcome back. I'm just going to try to wrap this up and get it put up. I got a few videos. You've already just watched them. They're goofing around with tires and stuff like that. And I just wanted to take a moment and talk about why I'm doing this. I'm not going to go long, and I'm not going to, don't turn off your TVs or shut down your phones. Just give me 2 seconds, you know. I'm a president of a veterans group, and I know there's a lot of veterans and maybe even family members that are battling operational stress injuries, PTSD, any kind of mental health. And I just wanted to tell you that the whole reason I'm trying to do this is I'm trying to get people to get out of their houses, get out of their apartments, get out of their condos, wherever you might be living, and do something. Get involved with a veterans group. Our veterans group is, I've been told many times, it's medicine. It's really medicine for some people. And I've also been told the group's saving lives. So get out of your houses, wrench on something, work on something. It's really good. I find it helps me. I don't have any severe issues, I don't think, at the moment. But I do find that sitting in there in front of that square thing that's on the wall, that's full of news and full of stuff and direction, they want to steer you towards their thinking and their views, and governments and world events. I'm telling you, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I know a lot of my friends have the news turned off. They don't read it on Facebook. I guess you can't read it on Facebook anymore, but they have it all turned off. And I'm just trying to give you an idea or give you a thought that maybe you should pick up a wrench or work in your garden or do a little woodworking in your shop, or anything like that. Staying in your house in front of that thing on the wall, like I said, no good. So stick with me. I'm in a little bit of a slump, I guess, or lump, or whatever you want to call it. I've got limited room in here. I am missing one shovel head. It's down in the valley. It's My Time, Let's Go is the YouTube channel. He put up part 2, This Old Shovel. I love the title. And Ralph is working on it. Is some serious issues on that bike, on that engine. Nothing that's, a stopper. Nothing that's an end of the show problem. But it's going to require some labor. It's going to require some parts. And it's like the other thing. It's your elbows connected to your wrist connected to your hand. Once you got it all apart, why would you put the old rings back in it? Why wouldn't you hone the cylinders? Why wouldn't you lap the valves? All this stuff that goes with it, because you already got it apart. Because it's got to come apart. He's got to split the cases to fix those threaded holes that are stripped. Anyway, so you got to do this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a beautiful baseline that I can build on. I'll bring it home. I'll wire it. I might change the tank, might change the fender, change the bars. I don't know. I'll make it mine. But it's going to be running good. It's going to be electric start and kickstart. So that's a 79 shovel FXEF is the name of the bike. It's not an FL, it's an FX, thank God. It's got the small front end on it. But you know, and also we got the Santa Claus Parade coming up. We've been in it every year for the last 11 years, and we're going to be in it again. And I got a couple of mini bikes I got to get in here, so I can't really get my table out, get the bike on the table, because I need room for the mini bikes. Once the parade is over on the 26th, the mini bikes go back to where they come from, and then I'll get the table out, and I'll get the bikes rearranged and get some room in here. I want to get the table set up, because we used to come out here and drink a few beers and throw some darts and have some fun. The heat pump works, and it keeps the place warm. So that's what we want to do. It's kind of our detached rec room. But that's all. That's what we want to do. And it's all for up here. I don't like saying mental health and all this other shit. Just, to keep your mind going forward. We just lost a good friend down south. He's in Florida, vacationing in Florida. Member of our group, Timmy. That's too bad. It's too bad. He had a massive cardiac problem, issue, event, whatever. And he's got his fifth wheel down there. He's got his trailer down there. He's got his truck down there. He's got his bike down there. He's got his dog down there. So now the family's trying to figure out where and how's this all going to work. So, make sure your shit's in order. That's one of the things they're looking for, his will. They don't have no idea where his will is. Does he even have one? What do you want us to do with all your stuff? And that's another document that we are developing. A few friends and myself are trying to put together a document that we can give to veterans, and it lists the most important thing to the least important thing of maybe 13 or 15 things that you need to think about and get done before that terrible day might come. So you got to get your orders together. If you haven't got a will, get a will. The government's going to screw your family if you don't got a will. And add family members to your money. If you got money sitting in the bank, add your daughter to it, add your son to it. If they can be trustworthy, then add them to it. Because once you go, that money goes to probate. But if somebody else is on the account, it doesn't go to probate. Because they're on the account, it's theirs now. Saves probate. Anyways, there are things you need to know, and there's things you got to do. Sorry if I'm not talking choppers for a moment. We just had Remembrance Day. It's still in my mind. It's still in my mind. My friends David Vaughn, Herb Peppered. There's half a dozen other ones that I used to visit there at Camp Hill, and they're not here anymore. And we're not going to be here forever. So take care of tomorrow, today. Take care of it today. Anyways, we'll get back to choppering. I could start this for you. Make it a chopper video. But no. I won't do it. It's all good. Get out and work on something. All right? Check on your buddy. Check on your chopper buddies. Check on your family. Check on your friends. If you haven't heard from them in a while, it'll brighten their day when they hear from you. Make the attempt. Make the first step. Do it. It feels good. It feels really good. Anyways, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. We'll get some choppers. We'll get some mini bike choppers on the next video. All right? Thanks a lot.